Hey, we're recording now. Okay, so now we're going to be dealing with circles, okay? We're not going to go too much depth in circles, but the equation or the theory, a theoretical model of a circle is x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. Now, r stands for the radius of the circle. I want you to think of this example kind of be similar to y equals mx plus b. To find the actual equation of a line, we replace m and b with numbers. For an equation of a circle, the only variable or letter we replace with a number is r, the radius. So it will always be x squared plus y, squared is equal to whatever the radius is, squared. No, not the diameter. It's not the diameter, it's just the radius. I'm going to show you how to find these. So on a graph, we're always going to put the circle in the exact middle of the graph. So the middle of the circle will always be on the origin. We know the origin is 0, 0. Okay? This is going to relate to today's lessons with line segments because that's how we're going to find the radius of the circle. Now here's a point on the circle. This point is 2, 2. Okay? That's one of the points on this circle. And anytime we go from the middle of the circle to a point on the outside, we create a radius on a circle. So I now have a radius. So to find the equation of this circle, all I have to do is find the distance of that radius. We just learned how to find the distance of a line segment because this radius is a line segment. Okay? Now, you can, you know what, we'll do both ways just so you guys can see it. So, first of all, I'm going to do the C equals, we'll do Pythagorean theorem, a squared, b squared. And we'll do distance is equal to x2 minus x1 squared, y2 minus y1 squared. Okay. So, first of all, like I said, when we do the distance formula, it always helps when we go to plug things in. If we just write the coordinates somewhere really close to it, so we can decide which is which. So our coordinate, we'll call A the origin and B the point on the outside of the circle. A is at 0, 0. B is at 2, 2. We'll call A our ones. So x1 is 0 and y1 is 0. x2 is 2 and y2 is 2. Okay, so I've assigned them letters. I'm now going to take those letters and plug them into my distance formula. So, what that means, yeah, I'm just doing this one first, then we're going to do the other one. So, x2 is 2, x1 is 0, so here was our 2, here's our 0, plus y2 is 2, y1 is 0, okay? I'm going to stop there. I'm quickly going to go to the other version now, just so we can find the similarities. So I've plugged those numbers in. Follow the BEDMAS. I got d is equal to root of 2 squared plus 2 squared. Now, quickly, I'm going to go back up to our graph. We're going to create a small triangle. For our Pythagorean theorem, I know that one's a little crooked, but the base is 2 and the height is 2. So that means C is equal to 2 squared plus 2 squared. We're at the exact same point, okay? Because I had a graph, it was a little easier to use the Pythagorean theorem. If I didn't know and I was just giving you a point of a circle, you would have had coordinates. So now let's carry out the rest of this. C is equal to the root of 4 plus 4. D is equal to the root of 4 plus 4. C is equal to root 8. D is equal to root 8. C equals 2.82, is it? Or 83?
Oh, 3.
Yeah, I thought so.
Wait, what?
Square root of 8.
Okay.
Square root of 8, oh gosh, is 2.83. So we found the exact same distance of a radius. So that means this line segment here, our radius, is 2.83. So my circle is a little free-handed. It's about right. We're almost at the 3 point there. And we're a little below there. But this distance here is 2.83, which makes sense, the radius of the circle. If we look up, it looks a little under 3. I free-handed the circle, so it's not exact. Now, the problem is, I need to find the equation. So I found the radius. I need to find the equation of a circle. So our theoretical model is x squared plus y squared equals r squared. Well, my r, exact same number, we plug that in for r. X squared plus y squared equals 2.8. Now, technically, there's more numbers after that, 83 something squared. What is 2.82 squared? 8. We already solved that earlier. We square rooted the number. So the equation of this specific circle, x squared plus y squared, is equal to 8. That is the equation of our circle on that graph. So that's how we create this graph. X squared, y squared equals 8. 1 second. So if you guys remember, we started out with our theoretical model for equation of a circle, x squared plus y squared equals r squared, right? The only letter we had to replace was the r. So we found the radius of the circle. It was 2.83. We plugged it into r and squared it. So the equation of this circle, just like we find the equation of a line, we've been doing that for a while, the equation of this circle is x squared plus y squared equals 8. Okay? I suppose we're going to go more in depth into circles later, but this is as far as we're going to go with this stuff. Okay, so page, yeah, in the blue notebook, 3 and 4. Work on that right now. This. Okay, so I want you to do page 88, blue notebook, example 3 and 4, and from your textbook, page 77, numbers 1, 2, 4, 18, and 20.